There are moments in life when the world feels deafeningly quiet. Not because there isn't noise, but because none of it is meant for you. No one checks in. No one asks how you're doing without needing something in return. You scroll through your contacts and realize there's no one you'd feel comfortable calling at 2 a.m. You've been strong for so long, you've forgotten what it feels like to be held. But you're still here. And today, we're going to talk about how to love yourself when it feels like you're the only one who ever truly does one. It begins in silence, that quiet loneliness you carry with a brave face. You show up for everyone, but when the day ends, you come home to empty rooms and fuller thoughts. The kind of loneliness that doesn't just ache, it echoes. And in those echoes, something dangerous begins to form. The belief that you are unworthy of love. But let me stop you right there. Being alone doesn't mean you're unlovable. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Sometimes it just means you're surrounded by people who never learned how to truly see you. There's a quiet strength in holding yourself when no one else does. Think about that for a moment. Every time you woke up after crying yourself to sleep. Every time you encouraged yourself through a mirror when no one else was cheering. Every time you kept going when quitting felt easier. You were never weak. You were never too sensitive or too emotional. You were surviving in a world that asked you to silence your softness when your softness was your greatest power. Loving yourself in isolation doesn't start with affirmations. It starts with honesty. Saying to yourself, I'm not okay, but I still deserve to be loved, especially by me. Pain has a cruel way of whispering lies in your ear. It tells you you're not enough, that you're forgettable, that you have to earn love by being perfect, helpful, needed. But those are not your thoughts. They're the echoes of abandonment. They come from being unseen, unchosen, or misunderstood. The truth? You don't have to earn love. You were born worthy of it, the real kind, the steady kind, the safe kind. But until the world offers it, you can begin by offering it to yourself. Loving yourself isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it's feeding yourself when your appetite is gone. Sometimes it's dragging yourself into the shower when the weight of sadness pins you to the bed. Sometimes it's sitting in the stillness and just breathing through the ache. And sometimes it's saying no to people who only show up when they need something. It's unfollowing accounts that make you question your worth. It's forgiving yourself for all the times you didn't know better. Self-love is not loud. It's not always about spa days or glowing skin. Sometimes it's survival in its most sacred form. It's walking through the fire and choosing not to abandon yourself. There's a shift that happens quietly, gradually, when you stop waiting to be saved and start becoming your own advocate. You stop explaining yourself to people who refuse to understand. You stop performing worthiness in hopes of being chosen. You stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never designed to hold someone like you. You begin to build a life that nourishes you, not one that just distracts you from your loneliness. It starts with asking, what would I do today if I truly believed I deserved better? Then doing that, one small act at a time. Not to prove your worth, but to practice remembering it. If you've ever thought, I'm the only one who feels this way, please hear this. You are not the only one. You are not the only one holding the weight of unspoken battles. You are not the only one who's been let down, walked over, or left behind. But here's the thing, you are also not the only one learning how to rise. There are thousands, maybe millions, who are right now reclaiming their voice, learning to love themselves not despite their loneliness, but because of it. Because they've learned something sacred. That love doesn't begin outside of you. It begins the moment you stop waiting for others to show you what you were always worthy of. So if you're the only one there for you right now, then be the best damn one there ever was. Be kind to your heart when it aches. Be gentle with your healing. Be fierce in your boundaries. Be loyal to your dreams. This journey of self-love isn't about pretending everything is okay. It's about holding space for yourself, even when nothing is. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not invisible. You are just becoming. And becoming is a process that requires both grace and grit. So keep showing up, not because they see you, but because you finally do. If this spoke to your soul today, know that you're not walking this path alone. And if no one has told you lately, I see you. I believe in you, and I'm proud of how far you've come. Until next time, keep choosing you.